Of your chanting book. A chanting book. And then please turn to page 15. And also, Brother Mitchell and Zhang already given you a copy of this chanting paper. Okay, so we will be chanting page 15 and this. Okay, Sayadaw will lead everyone in chanting. And also today we will do the Okasa, which is page 31, the last page of the chanting book. Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sayadaw, I will start with some announcement first. Thank you, Sayadaw. Under me, Sayadaw, and good evening, everyone. Good morning for everyone in the East Hemisphere. Today is the closing of the 14-day Samatha and Vipassana Meditation Retreat conducted by Sayadaw Aggañña and Sayadaw Kovida. This session is scheduled to last 2 hours, with first hour on the talk by Sayadaw Aggañña on the significance of Vesak Day. And then the second hour will be on the retreat closing talk by Sayadaw Kovida. After the talks, Bhante Dhammadasi will lead us in seeking forgiveness from Sayadaw, both Sayadaw, followed by Sayadaw will lead everyone to seek forgiveness from Bhante. Then everyone are invited to do some offering. followed by appreciation speech by Siale Santi. Then we shall invite Sangha to lead us in making aspiration and sharing of merits, and everyone can do the water pouring. Before the end, we also would like to request Sayadaw to give 8 or 5 precepts to the Siales who are disrobing and all yogis. So then everyone will just follow the PowerPoint slide to recite after Sayadaw on the precept taking. Okay, so now may we respectfully invite Sayadaw Aggañña to start today's talk on the significance of Vesak Day. And may we invite both interpreter Bande to start the translation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Before starting our Dhamma talk, let's pay homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa 3 times. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Because of the Vesak day, I would like to talk there. What is the significance of the Vesak days? So this Vesak day is the full moon day of also in the May. Because of that also, May is the just month of for everyone, but for Buddhists, our Buddhists, so this full moon day is also very great and significant. So day of our Buddhist calendar. Also, so it is well known there. Vesak, really Vesak mean there, because of Visakha. This Visakha is the Hindu and the Pali. What is there? One of the months of the names in this. So months. So because of this Visakha planet also, a BRN. So therefore, so that because of Hindu words and Pali what Visakha, so they call the Vesak day. So why this Vesak day is significant and the great also, excellent also, because of on these days, so our Buddha, so is concerning this day because of um, not the major events, 4 major events happen in this on this full moon day. What are the 4 significant major events happen also? That is, so our body started before become the Buddhahood. So as a Sumera Hermit's life also in front of the Dipankara Buddha, he make the aspirations to become the Buddhahood at the time. So Dipankara Buddha so predicts the definite prophecy. Surely he will become the Buddhahood. At that time also, so many wonderful and marvelous events also happened. Later on, our Buddha, so the Bodhisattva, he had fulfilled so 4 asankya and so 100,000 aeon, so fulfill his parami. At that time also, our Bodhisattva, no, before he came the Buddhahood, without omitting any parami, no, he had with great so aims, solemn aims, he tried to fulfill his parami. So that is Sabha Sambhara Bhavana. He had fulfilled the all parami without omitting. to attain the Buddhahood also. After that also, Nirandara Bhavana, that is, so no, without, no, that is the, so without interruption, all the existence, he had fulfilled the parami to become the Buddhahood also, till to become the Buddhahood. Also, no, Sakit as Sirandara Bhavana, that also, you see, to become the Buddha, that not short period, who Asinchia and 100,000 kappa, he have to fulfill that long duration also. Throughout the long duration, without slacking, he had fulfilled all the perfections. Also, Sakicha Bhavana, with the so great esteem and the reverence also. He had fulfilled all the parami, that long duration, to become the Buddhahood. Therefore, as a emulate our Buddha, and also if you has any aim or aspiration, so you should fulfill. After that, so after fulfilling his parami, and so at the last birth, so he taking the conception in the so Maya Devi, and so later on, so at the Sala groups, so his mother giving birth. At that time also, very wonderful and marvelous event also happening. That event also in the Majjhima Nikaya Middle Discourse, so also mentioned there 20 events, but I will talk there, so only there 7 events only. Later on, so after that also, then so after that, then he renounced there, so from his palace, and later he practiced there, to become the Buddhahood at the foot of the Bodhi tree also. When he attained the enlightenment, that also full moon day of this Vasak day, and also this full moon day, and he attained the Buddhahood. At that time also, very wonderful and marvelous event happened later on. So he within the 45 years as a Buddhahood, that time also, then so at entering the final Pranibana, that time also, before the entering the final Pranibana, at that time also very wonderful and marvelous events are happened. So because of that, so Vasak Day is there very great, and the significance, so day of the Buddhist tradition. Because of that also, according to the different country, different races, so they celebrate this Vasak celebrations. Because of that, so from uh, the Majjhima Nikaya Middle Discourse, so Ubari Panasa Pali, so Ichariya Sambuddha Sutta, so in that Sutta, so our Buddha preached there, so 20 things of wonderful and marvelous events that also uh, so the first one is, so when our Buddha, the, the the Maya Devi, so giving birth the Bodhisattva, at that time also other women gave birth seated or lying down, but not so the Buddha's Bodhisattva's mother. So Bodhisattva mother gave birth to him standing up with the standing posture. The mother gave birth to the Bodhisattva. That also, this is the wonderful and so marvelous of our Bodhisattva Buddha. The second one is also, when the Buddha came forth from his mother womb, first God received him, then only human beings so accept. So that also in the Buddha story, if you see the great chronicle of the Buddha, so very detailedly mentioned. So what are the very wonderful and marvelous, but here I talk shortly only. No? Another one also, the third one is when the Bodhisattva came forth from his mother's womb, he did not touch the earth. So he did not touch the earth. Why he did not touch the earth? The four young gods received him and set him before his mother. So the Deva sitting, so rejoins, so Atamano Devi, rejoice, O queens, majestic call, a son of the great power has been born to you. So at that time also Deva talked to the Maya Devi, rejoice, O queen, a son of great power has been born to you. This is also a wonderful and marvelous quality of the Blessed One. The fourth one is, so when the Bodhisattva came forth from his mother's womb, so he came forth at that time also, not like normal human being. Normal human beings, when the mother so uh, so gave birth, at that time maybe very dirty or no, but Buddha Bodhisattva is, so that is there, so unsullied and also unsmeared by water or humor or blood or any kind of impurity, clean and unsullied. Also, in that book mentioned that simply supposed there were a gem placed on classic clothes, then the gem will not smear with the cloth also, or the cloth or the gem. So on the cloth put the gems, ruby or diamond or so so because of they are two things are purifying purity. So gem will not smear the cloth not smear the gems. Also mentioned why it's not, because of the purity of both gem and the clothes. Like that way, when our body started giving birth in the mother wombs, to not smear by any of impurities. That the fifth one is when the body started came forth from his mother womb, two jet of water, so appear to pour from the sky. So when the Buddha giving birth, so at the time, two jet of waters appear to pour from the sky. That also the water is so one cool and the one warm, hot, cool and warm water. So pour from the sky for bathing the bodhisattvas and his mother. That also, so this is a wonderful and marvelous quality of the Blessed One. Then after that, so as soon as the bodhisattva was born, he stood firmly with his feet on the ground. But in this Pali, there is mentioned, so firmly with his feet on the ground stood. But some story also, you may see that this picture or under the Buddha foot, the lotus flower are. So here, yeah, here, so lotus flower is placed as a, so the Buddha foot on under the Buddha. But the Pali that is not mentioning the lotus flower. So, so, so as soon as the Bodhisattva was born, he stood firmly with his feet on the ground. And then what he do, also in that picture also mentioned, Then he took 7 steps facing north, and also with a white parasol held over him. At that, so this picture is not included, or not, I don't do it. So, so that parasol also, uh, and the holder is not cannot be seen. Only the parasol umbrella only, so can see like that also. In the text mentioned, white parasol held over him. After that, he surveyed each quarters and the altar, the words of the leader of the hut. So that is you also, you may hear again and again what Buddha our altar. Egoha masaming, so lokasa, jitoha masaming, lokasa, sitoha masaming, lokasa, ya mandi majadi, nati dani puna bodhi. So that is no. I am the highest in the world. I am the so no. I am the also highest in the world. I am the best in the world. I am the foremost in the world. Egoha masamimi, highest in the world. So no. Jitoha masamimi, I am the best in the world. Or also no. Sitoha masamimi, I am the foremost in the world. After that, ya mandi majadi. This is my last birth. Also, nati dani puna bodhi. Now there is no renewal of the beings for me. That also, no, in the Pali text mentioned, so mention is, so no, so really normally this standard is ya mandi majadi nati dani puna bodhi. This is the my last birth. I will be no more rebirth in the future. So that is normally as a arhanda. When they became the arhanda only, they altered this standards. But our Buddha is, before he became the Buddhahood as a child, no, just but from the mother womb. So he altered this sentence. No? So ya mandi ma jadi nati dani puna bodhi. So no, that is the no. So this is my last birth. Ya mandi ma jadi. So nati dani. So puna bodhi. Now there is no renewal of the beings for me. So this is also no, so a wonderful and marvelous quality of the Blessed One. The last one is the 7, no, when the Bodhisattva came forth from his mother womb. So then a great immeasurable light surpassing the splendor of the gods appeared in the world. So when the Buddha so came forth from his mother wombs, then a great immeasurable, not measureless, immeasurable light, surpassing the splendor of the gods, to appear in the world, and even in these, in those, no, so that is the abysmal, what in the space of the vacancy, so no, gloom and the utter darkness, where the moon and sun, mighty and the powerful as they are, cannot make their light prevail. This is too a great, so immeasurable light suffering the splendor of the God, so not appear. That also mentioned in the no, so the one of the teacher saying is the in the universe, no, there are maybe the solar system between the three universe. In that between the these 3 universe, that place is that so very dark also. Even that place also, some hell being are suffering in this space. So when our Buddha Bodhisattva, no, so rebirth time, so also no, when Buddha enlightenment time also, when this light appeared in time, in that Lokandara also, no, the end of the universe also. So that space also, the light appear. At that time also, because of the light appear, so at the time, the beings, the hell beings are, they can see the each other also. Because of that also mentioned, no? That is, and even in those abysmal world, in the space of vacancy, gloom and the utter darkness, whereas the moon, the sun, mighty and powerful as they are, cannot make their light prevail. They are to a great, so no, they are to a great measurable light surpassing the splendor of the gods also appear, and the beings reborn there, no, the beings reborn there, perceive each other by that light. So in this, there are other beings reborn here because no, they seen each other only at that time. They say, oh, no, I'm alone. There are also another, so the being also existing here. So because of that, there are other beings reborn here. And this 10,000 fold world system at that time also, not the light appear only. In those 10,000 fold world system also show quake and the tremble, and there are two, no, a great, so immeasurable light surpassing the splendor of the gods also appear. This is also so no, a wonderful and marvelous qualities of the blessed one. Like that way, so no, other also 20 things mentioned in this sutta. After that also, if you see, and no, the, the, when our Buddha enlightened time also, many wonderful and marvelous event happen. Another one also, no, and so no, when our Buddha entering the final Nibbana time also, many wonderful and marvelous event also happening. But so as a conclusion, if I talk to you, so no, that is, so no, so you may hear that this sentence again and again, because no, then so that also no, our Buddha, to the last exhortation given that during his final days, no, before the entering the Parinirvana, is a profound reminder of the impermanent nature of all things and the importance, no, the legend brightest, according to the Mahaparinibbana Sutta. So the Buddha addressed his disciple with these words. You may hear, Handa Dani Bhikkhave, Amanda Yami Wa, Vaya Dhamma Sankara, Apamadina Sambadita. That is, you know that this sentence, you hear again and again. So, Vaya Dhamma Sankara, Apamadina Sambadita. So, his translation is, behold a monk. This is my last advice to you, or last exhortation to you. Now, Bhikkhu, I say, another translation, this is my last exhortation. So, Handa Tani Bhikkhu, Amanda Yami Wo. After that, Vaya Dhamma Sankara. So you know then, Sabbe Sankara nature, no? Vaya Dhamma Sankara. So all the compound things are the subject to decay. Decay is the inherent in all compound things. Here is, so no, all compound things in the world are the changeable. Vaya Dhamma Sankara, no? Also, Apamadina Sambadita, that also, no? So hence, strive with mindfulness and diligence to complete the text, to accomplish you are in for the not for liberation of all of the suffering round of the rebirth, because of that, so according to our last exhortation, last words. So you should practice ardently, diligently, so our Buddha teaching, the retraining, and because of practicing that you are not right, you are efforts and you are making the not practice. Therefore, may you fulfill your wishes, may you achieve your goal, and may you attain the highest bliss of the Nibbana, and may you all be free from the suffering round of the rebirths.
Thank you, Sayadaw. Thank you for your valuable teaching, Sayadaw.
So later on, because not our Buddha, so this is the Vesak celebration. So let us recite there, so as they pay homage to the Buddha, because of four significant event also, according to Sri Lanka chanting. So let us chanting, but because also, that is the Jayaparittaṁ, the success of safeguard, because our Buddha getting the enlightenment under that body tree, and also he had conquered so fight Mara. Because of that also, by recitation of this verses also, I would like to well wishes to you. May you also conquer this Mara also. Because of that, firstly, let us recite Jayaparittaṁ. Jayanto Bori Ya Mule Sajjana Nandi Votano Iwa Miwa Jaya Hotu Jayasu Jaya Mangale Aparajita Palingi Sisi Putru Ipokale Abhiseki Sabha Buddhana Pato Pamodati. Also, because of our Buddha also at the foot of the Bori tree, so that is the unconquested, and because of he attained the Buddhahood, and at that time our Buddha also he rejoins, very delight, because then I would like to say well wishes to you. May you also attain the highest goal and higher achieve, and also may you rejoin the highest happiness also. Tunakatan sumingalang, sopavatan suhoditan, sukhano sumuhodocha, suyedam brahmachari su, parekina kaya kama, wacha kama parekina manokama, panidi de parekine, parekina ni katwana, lavanda de parekine, de atala da sukita, Virumla Buddha Sasani, Aroga Sukita Hota, Sahasa Vihinya Divi, Bhavantu Sava Mingala, Rekantu Sava Devata, Sabha Buddha Nuvavina, Sarasuki Bhavantu Te, Bhavantu Sava Mingala, Rekantu Sava Devata, Sabha Dhamma Nuvavina, Tada Sukhi Bhavantu Te, Bhavantu Sava Mingala, Rakantu Sava Devata, Sabha Sangha Nubhavena, Tada Sukhi Bhavantu Te. After the body puja, salutation to the body tree. Yasamule Niseno wa Sabari Vijaya Aka Pato Sabanyutan Satra Wanditam Bodhi Bharapa Ime iti Mahabodhi Lokanati Napujitam Ahampiti Namasami Bodhi Raja Namatute. After that, veneration of the four Buddhist sacred places. Maya Sutta Sukata Sakya Sianato Jatakani Sabada Sawabi Sankame Twa Yasme Udirai Giravara Lomanemi Tanjata Jiriya Maha Sirasa namami. Yasme nisaja vajirasana bandhanena. Jetva savasana kilesa balamunendo. Sambodhi jnana moegama vihasi sama. Tambodhi jiriya maha sirasa namami. Sangkapyan dasa sahasya loka dadung. Desi tiyatra bhagawa varadamachakam. Baya nasi pura samipawane migana. Tandama jiriya maha sirasa namami. Kadwana loka hitamata hiting chanato. Asitiko wa upawitana kananami. Yasmi nipija gatwa nirupadi sesa. Nibbana jiriya maha sirasa namami. Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya Buddham Pujemi. Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya Dhammam Pujemi. Imaya Dhammanu Dhammapatipatiya Sangam Pujemi. Ada imaya Padipatiya Jati Jara Vyati Maranama Parimoche Sami Irame Punya Asawakya Wahan Hodu Irame Punya Nibbanasa Pichio Hodu Mama Punya Bagam Sabasatana Bajimi Desabi Mesama Punya Baga Lavantu Sadhu Sadhu Sadhu.
Thank you very much for your valuable teachings today and leading us in doing the chanting. And thank you, our interpreter Bandes, for the translation. After this talk, we will take a 5 minutes break, and then we will invite Sayadaw Kovida to start today's retreat closing talk. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadaw. No?
Okay.
Sayadaw, are you ready to start the Dhamma talk?
Ready?
Okay. Heavenly Sayadaw, may we now respectfully invite Sayadaw Kovida to start today's retreat closing talk, and may we invite both interpreter Bante to start the translation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, so we have already paid homage to the Buddha many times, right? Okay, anyway, we should start as usual. We will pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Okay, today we have to continue another topic. Today is the end of the retreat. So you will go back to your family life. You have to continue your family life. So many of people are looking for happiness in modern society. Not only human being, right? Many other living beings also. They like happiness. So here we have to introduce how many kinds of happiness do we have according to Buddha's teaching. So when we go and study Anguttara Nikaya, we can find many different types of happiness for lay devotees. Of course, if we can meditate well, there can be high ranking happiness. Like for example, jhana happiness, vipassana happiness, path and fruition knowledge. All the things can bring happiness. The Buddha himself also talk about happiness when we can train our mind. When you go and read and when you go and study Dhammapada, the chapter of mind, the Buddha mentioned anything about mind and bringing happiness when we can train our mind. But it's not very easy for everybody. Now we should talk about daily life, daily life and happiness. Mostly people also misunderstand. We can find Buddha teaching for only realization of Nirvana, but in reality, there are many discourses for the welfare of lay devotees to be a better person as a householder. Anyway, today we are going to talk about happiness. So the first one is the Ati Sukha, heaven or possession. Now many people are trying to have many different properties. Also, they want to have successful careers. So having many different things, also we can say rich, right? So if we say rich, then we can also say he has many things. He has many belongings. So many people are trying to possess many things in their life to have happiness. Can we really feel happy when we have many different things? These are also big questions. So one more thing here. Whenever we think about or we remember our belonging, we may feel happiness. We don't feel happy all the time. For example, when you obtain something new, you may feel happy. After sometimes all the new things become older, then you don't feel happiness anymore. The main thing is, although we have many belongings, if we think about our belonging or if we remember our belonging, then they can make us happy. It doesn't mean we will be happy all the time. Of course, if we have many different things, it's really good things. Right? Good to have many different things. Okay, now, it's easy to have properties. Then here I have a list out 3 things. Pariyasana, seeking. Okay, this is the translation from Pali. Pariyasana means seeking. So when you are earning money, it's not that easy. You have a lot of depressions, a lot of pressures. You have to do very hard. You have to work very hard to accept or to get something or to achieve something. This is also one of the suffering. So to gain happiness, we have to suffer a lot. Mentally and bodily, we become very tired. We become exhausted. So this is our investment for happiness. Although we have many different things, for obtaining all these things, we have to suffer a lot. After obtaining or after achieving what we aim, we will feel happiness for sometimes, but we cannot feel happy all the time. It will be endless. We have to seek, we have to search for, we have to earn endless. So that means we are looking for happiness endlessly by accepting many different suffering. This is called Pariyasana Dukkha. Suffering of seeking or searching for or looking for or earning. Araka, this means maintaining. After getting many different properties, then we have to maintain. It also costs a lot. For example, if you have a car, then you also have to maintain the car. It will cost. Again, if you have 2 cars, 3 cars, many cars, then you have to maintain. It will cost more for maintenance. Not only that, for our success, every single success, we have to maintain. So for maintenance, we have to make very strong efforts. Like you can experience in the concentration. It's very easy to get deep concentration, but difficult to maintain. Similarly, in the worldly life, when you earn something, when you achieve something, also really, really difficult to maintain. That's why maintenance is also a kind of suffering. Although we can feel happiness, we have to accept many suffering. Then the last one, Viprinama, means changing or transforming. So we have, okay, I should talk about the car. I always talk about the car, right? Okay, you have a car. So to get a car, you have to earn money. After earning money, you can buy the car. After that, you have to maintain. Although you maintain very well, it's fine. By nature or some disasters or by accidents, you have to suffer a lot because of changing Viprinama. All our happiness now can change anytime. So any happiness can change to a happiness anytime. Because all the properties are not under our control. Not all the conditions are under our control. That is why Ati Sukha, having or possessing, is a happiness. But there is one investment, that is a suffering. So Buddha has already talked to another Pendika. Having many property is happiness. Whenever we remember or we can recall that we have got this kind of properties, this kind of success, then this is the call Ati Sukha. Okay, that means if we think that is a good thing for us, we will feel happy. If we think it's a bad thing, we will not feel happy. It depends on the condition also. Then again, we have Bhoga Sukha, enjoyment. We have many different types of enjoyment. Actually, when we translate the Pali, Bhoga means using. So although we have many properties, if we cannot use, it cannot bring happiness. For example, you have a car, but you cannot drive. It cannot make you happy. You have a house, leaking. Some part of your house is already damaged. You're gonna feel happy. So that means if we have properties, it must be usable. It must be enjoyable. There are many properties we cannot enjoy, we cannot use. It's not really very beneficial for us. Okay, the main thing is we have many different types of using. For example, here I list out to have fun. As an ordinary person, we must not use our properties just for fun. This is something wrong. For example, eating. Right? There are many people, they just eat for fun. So whenever hungry, they eat. Whenever they feel a little bit bored, they eat or drink something. This is the habit. For ordinary person, it's very clear, right? We have limited time for eating, for drinking. There's also limited foods, right? Then we have to eat proper amounts. Anyway, the main thing is that we must not eat for fun. We must not use our property just for fun. Of course, for lay devotee or lay persons, you can use your property for fun. It's okay, no problem. Right? You are ordinary people, lay person. So to have a strength. But when we eat, so this means just for strength, to sustain our body strength. This is also the purpose of using. Then to sustain body and health, sometimes we eat just for our health. Whether we like or dislike, we have to eat. This is just for sustaining our body and also to be healthy. So to look good. So there are some people, they just eat for good looking. Then actually, there are some people, they don't eat too much because they want to be slim body, right? They don't want to be too fat. That's why to look good also we eat. We do many different things. We use many equipment also. Okay, here, to be able to learn and meditate. So we just use our properties. For example, we may eat to be able to learn and to be able to meditate. Okay, in the case of Bhoga Sukha, sometimes it will bring happiness, sometimes it also can bring unhappiness. For example, food poison. When we are eating, sure, we can feel happy. But when we get food poison, then it can be happiness again, anytime. Similarly, our house, our car, anything we have, anything we are using can bring suffering anytime. So the main thing is Bhoga Sukha. Enjoyment is also one of the happiness. Now people are enjoying many different things for their happiness. As we have mentioned before, Viparinama, changing. Happiness can change to happiness anytime. That's when Bhoga Sukha is also not really strong enough for our life. Another one is Ananya Sukha, free from debt. The happiness, this is also one of the happiness. Okay, one more thing here. I also have mentioned three things here. Uttana, diligent. To be free from debt, we must be diligent. If we are not diligent enough, then we will have a lot of debt. Okay, one more thing. When we talk about Uttana, it also includes the skill. Also, some considerations. For example, then you are going to carry the properties, right? Then you must know how to carry properly without damaging on the way. This is called skill. Then you must know the time. For example, you are going to carry the paper, but it's rainy season. Then you must learn how to protect the paper, not to get wet. So all the things come from skill, experiences. So in the case of Uttana, we must be diligent. Not only that, we must be skillful in protections. So the main thing is, if somebody is diligent, although he has debts, he can pay it back. Right? For example, when you have to loan money or something, sure, you must choose it. One thing is effort, diligence. So if you are diligent enough, you can do anything we like, anything you like. Second one, Sila Wanda, being moral. Actually, this is very popular words, morality. Okay, if we say moral, it will be very wide. We should say very simple way. Moral means body actions and bhava actions. As long as we don't disturb anybody with our body actions and bhava actions, this means we are moral. So after getting some property from other people, like we have debt, for example, right? We don't pay back. That means we are immoral. Another thing, moral persons are trustworthy. Although we have to loan money from somebody, then if we are moral, they will believe us. They will trust. If we are immoral, they will not believe. The morality also brings good reputations. If we don't have morality, we're gonna be good person anymore. We may have bad reputation. So for our Aggañña Sukha, we must also have sila, morality. This is also important. And the last one is Vadanyu. Okay, Vadan means speech, you mean knowing speech of other people. Actually, in this case, we can also understanding unspoken words of other people. This is also, we can say, wise or thoughtful. So in modern society, we also talk about self-awareness too much, right? If we have awareness, self-awareness, we can also aware of other people. Okay, the main thing is, what a new means, we must know unspoken words of other people. That means we have to do for the welfare of other people timely. This is called Vadanyu. So if we have this kind of things, we can be free from debt. Because we have kindness, we have empathy, we have sympathy. We know people's conditions. We can understand their minds and their conditions. This is called Vadanyu. So to be free from debts, we must have these three qualities. Then one more thing here. If we have a lot of debts, then what is happening? In kind of outcome is it, right? The problem. So we have to revise previous two. We have many different things, many properties. Now we can also use many things. We can also enjoy many things. We can feel happiness. At the same time, we also have a lot of debts. Although we are happy, not very safe, right? As far as I know, in modern society, everybody has debts, right? I think all the listeners also and you have debts. Because modern society is a little bit messy, right? I don't know anything about loan or debt or too much before. When I visited some places, I know they have a lot of properties. They say they loan. Then when I went back to my monastery in Selling also, many of my kapiyas have big tractor. That means they got some plow. This is the one thing. Not only that, they go to that tractor for carrying many different things. Then they also make the dam with that kind of truck. They have many equipment in the tractor. So that means I thought they are rich. Then I say, oh, Kapiya, you are very rich. You have very big tractor. Then they say, Sayadaw is low. That means they have a lot of debts. Every month they have to pay money. And also not every month. Every 3 months they have to pay money. You can imagine? Every 3 months they have to pay money. And they fully pay for the price of the tractor. So that means everywhere we have this kind of problem. From the small village to the city, right? We don't have any caps for about the debt, sure. Everybody has debts. Okay, the main thing is, if we are diligent to pay monthly or every 3 months, okay, we can pay. If we are not diligent, we cannot pay. But if we don't pay, but we cheat them, right? Silawanda, I mean, we are immoral, we will cheat them. Sure, our reputation will be gone. So similarly, we are not thoughtful about our future or many different things. Sure, there will be big dukkha again. Okay, Aggañña Sukha, free from debt. This is also one of the things. That means if we are free from debt, we are safe. We can feel free and happy, right? That means free happiness. Okay, now we have to move the last one. Anavacca Sukha, blameless happiness. Okay, what does it mean blameless? Actually, when we talk about anavacca, this means kusala. Whatever kusala we are doing, this is called blameless. Whenever we I explain something about kusala or akusala, I use the Lakkhana Chatuka. Not all full Lakkhana, only just to talk about Lakkhana. The characteristics of kusala, wholesome. It mentioned kusala anavaja sukha vipaka lakkhana. Kusala means wholesome. Anavaja means blameless. Sukha vipaka means resulting in happiness. This is the nature of kusala. Okay, what is it really called anavaja? Adanuwada, subliming. So after, we have two different types of subliming. The first one, after doing something wrong, we blame ourselves. We may feel guilty, remorse. This is called adanuwada. Then another one, after missing doing good things. So although we have opportunity to do something good, we didn't do. Then we may regret. We may feel guilty. We may feel inferior. This is also called adanuwada. Okay, the main thing is that self-blaming comes from mistakes. We can also say like that, mistakes. Doing wrong things, not doing good things. This is called self-blaming. So that means not doing good things means doing bad things, right? Also similar to doing bad things. Okay, one more thing. Sometimes we are not very dutiful. We don't perform our duties. That means not doing good things. So when somebody asks me, actually, when I was in Vietnam, then maybe previous April, they asked me, why you are doing many things? When they ask this question, I just answer very simple things. I don't wish to regret more than grow older. That's what I'm doing. Right? Sometimes we have ability, but we didn't do. We didn't use our properties, our ability properly. We may feel guilty. We may feel, right? We may regret or remorse. That's why we have to do as we have ability. So in the case of adanuwada, we can also say another way. We use our ability wrongly. This is also called subliming. Sometimes we don't use our ability properly, right? We don't use our ability totally, although we have ability. Then this is also called subliming. So the main thing is adanuwada comes from mistakes. Again, paranuwada, blame by other people. In the case of adanuwada, we can know our speech, our actions, our thoughts. We can blame for 3 actions. For paranuwada, only 2. Body actions and verbal actions. When we make some mistake, verbally, that means we speak something. So there must be a listener. Whenever we speak something, there must be a listener. Then they may hear our speech. After that, when they know it's a mistake, they will complain. Blame by other people. Similarly, when we do some bodily actions, people can see that they will complain or they will blame our actions. Okay, if we summarize paranuwada, only 2 things. By seeing, by hearing. Only these 2 people will complain us. So we can also say 2 different things again. They will see our bodily actions, bodily wrong actions, they will blame. They will hear our verbal wrong actions, they will blame or complain. This is called paranuwada. Okay, one more thing. Whenever we talk about paranuwada, as we have mentioned in Silanusati, it must be complained by or blamed by the wise people. Because wise people will follow the truth. Unwise people will never follow the truth. It depends on their desire, like and dislike. Wise people didn't think about why like or dislike. They just think about right and wrong, beneficial and unbeneficial. So the main thing is Paranuvada comes from our community. Okay, one more thing. For Attanuvada, to avoid Attanuvada, we must respect our value, our ability. We must use our ability properly, righteously, for the good intention. Then we will not have Attanuvada. Of course, we all have remotes. We all have made mistakes. If we have never made mistake, we become Buddha. Right? So Paranuvada, we must respect our community. Then we may have less mistake. Of course, we all have been blamed by our community many times. I don't know how many times I've been complained by my community. Right? So without mistake also, we cannot be mature. So after making mistakes, then we become wiser. Right? Then we become mature. We try to find the way how to overcome righteously with great intentions. So that means Paranuvada means we must respect our environments, our community, and other peoples. And Danda, punishment. It depends on the constitutions of the country that we must follow rules and regulations in every single country. So if we follow the rule and regulation, no punishment. This is called Danda. Okay, one more thing. Sometimes being moral or being innocent is not enough. We must be wise also, right? We must be wise enough to avoid all these things. Okay, now the last one, dukkha, predestination. So if we have made some mistakes, then we may be reborn in the hell, in the lower realms. This is called dukkha. So whenever we talk about anavaja, we must be free from one of these four, or all of these four. This is called anavaja, blameless. Like for about like a dukkha, there are many people, they don't believe the future lives. They don't believe past life also. For that, okay, skip the last one, dukkha, predestination. In this body life, we need three things. We must be free from Attanuvada, Paranuvada, and Danda. It's called anavaja, blameless. This is also important. So if we are blameless, we can feel happy. So the first one, Attanuvada, right? Sometimes we call ourselves very harmful, very painful in our hearts. We cannot feel happy. But many people are criticizing, complaining, although we can ignore, we can neglect, but not that happy. Punishment, sure, is very, very bad already. We're gonna feel happy. So when we have to be reborn in the hell or lower realms, it will be very terrible in the future. Okay, the main thing is people also should find blameless happiness, anavaja sukha. This is the most important in the modern society. So when we talk about three trainings, anavaja sukha is actually moral training. If we are moral, we may have anavaja sukha. We can enjoy blameless happiness. And not only that, there are many other types of happiness taught by the Buddha. Suffering, followed by suffering. There are many ways of practice. Suffering, followed by suffering. Okay, now I'm in Nepal. They have some misunderstanding of Buddha teaching, especially misunderstanding of Karma. I don't know who gives this kind of instruction to them. When we are meditating, many suffering will come. We have to endure. This is past karma. So if we can endure all the suffering, then we have less akusala karma for our future. Then that's why, although they feel pain, they don't change. They suffer a lot. Then we can also understand this one. Buddha also said this kind of things in wrong view. And there are many ascetic practice. They have to suffer a lot. For example, in the winter, you can also imagine the US is also a very cold country, right? Now Himalaya is also a cold country, cold area, because this is it, right? A mountain area, another there's also a lot of ice, a lot of snow. Anyway, the main thing is, in the winter, then they take a bath. That means they have to be in the water to remove all the oursans in their body. In the summer, very hot weather, then they may use fire in 4 different places, front and back and 2 sides, for fire. Also in the midday, sunlight on the top. Then they have to suffer. They thought if they have to suffer a lot like this, defilements cannot arise. Yes, for a while they cannot, suffering cannot arise because the body becomes very tired, very pain, very unbearable. They will suffer a lot. After that, then when their body is normal, defilement arise again, they do it again. Suffering followed by suffering. It's not the solution. Note again here now, suffering followed by happiness. Okay, practically meditation. You may have a lot of pain, a lot of thoughts, a lot of drowsiness the first day, the second day, the third day. After that, you may get better. So suffering in the very beginning. Gradually, when you can concentrate well, it will bring happiness. That's why suffering followed by happiness. So this is the moral practice. Similarly, morality and many other things. When you are practicing or following rule and regulation, you have to suffer. Later, whenever you recall, or you may feel free. Oh, I don't disturb anybody. You may feel safe. You may feel happiness. Almost all the precepts, for example, 5 precepts, is breaking. Right? Breaking 5 precepts, for example, is disturbing other people. Right? Maybe some disturbing other people. Anyway, the main thing is, if we observe or undertake precept very strictly, and we don't disturb anybody, although we have to suffer a lot when we are observing, undertaking, but later, whenever we recall, we can feel happiness. We also feel safe. The next one, happiness followed by suffering. So this kind of suffering is very common in the modern society. Everybody has this kind of suffering. This is called sensual enjoyment. Okay, we should go practical approach. I should give the same simile everywhere. How long does it take for you to cook lunch and breakfast? Okay, maybe it will take a few hours, maybe 2 hours, maybe, right? The cooking, maybe 1 hour, maybe, cooking. So if we calculate, including the preparations, for example, you have to cut many vegetables, peel many vegetables, prepare many things, washing everything. Then you have to make fire and everything, right? All the process. Then modern society is a little bit easier to make fire because the electricity, right? Electric shortcuts. And also plug in and switch on, finish. You can make fire easily. Then if we have to make fire, buying firewoods, it will take a little bit longer time. Or the charcoal, it will take a little bit longer time. Okay, anyway, this is the process. Okay, cooking. After cooking, then you have to wash plates and dishes, many different things. After that, prepare everything well. Then you may eat together, right? How long does it take when you eat? 20 minutes, right? 2-hour preparations, but when you enjoy, only 20 minutes. So for 20 minutes enjoyment, you have to prepare 2 hours. Then after that, you have to wash everything. You have to suffer again, right? So that means for 20 minutes enjoyment, you have to suffer a lot. This is the one thing. Okay, now that is New Year's or New Year vacations, maybe, right? You may prepare many things very long times ago, maybe. Okay, I will give one example in PATVDH. In PATVDH, we don't have many activities, only 2 big activities, 2 big events. The first one is Katina. Many donors from many different countries come. So we have to prepare very well. This is a big event. We have to suffer a lot also, you can see, right? It will be only 2 days. So donor will come the first day. Next day morning, we will start Katina ceremony. In the evening, we will finish everything. Actually, the real activity is only 1 day. But we have to prepare earlier than that. More than 2 weeks ago, we have to prepare. Actually, some donors may prepare, so some of the cases we have to prepare 3 months ago, in the very beginning of Vesak. Okay, the main thing is, we have to prepare many, many, many things. This is one of the cases. Then the real event is only 1 day. Right? This day is very busy, very busy. But it's very for the happiness of donor, for the happiness of Sangha. Main thing is happiness, but follow and suffering. After events, we have to clean all the living places, all the residents, because many visitors come. We have to clean, we have to wash blankets, pillowcase, many different things. Happiness followed by suffering. Another thing is Mahadana. I think many of foreigners have been to PATVDH in Mahadana around February. We have to prepare 1 month earlier than that, the event. It took only 3 days. The last day is a very big event. After that, we have to clean up everything. We have a lot of trash, a lot of rubbish. Also, we have to wash many different things, like washing clothes, blankets, pillowcase, bed sheets, towel. We have to clean everything. You know, that means happiness for few times, short times, but we have to suffer. It takes me a few days to finish all the things. Sometimes, although 1 week, we're gonna finish to clean up all the things. That means happiness following suffering. This is our daily life. In our daily life, also it will be the same. You may be happy for sometimes, but for this kind of happiness, you have to prepare. I think they also some Vietnamese here also, right? Some Chinese here. So Chinese New Year, Vietnamese New Year. Before that New Year, you have to prepare, right? I don't know how long does it take for you to prepare for New Year events. Then you have to suffer a lot, right? After New Year, so you have a lot of things to do. Happiness followed by suffering. But we are used to be with this kind of suffering. We don't think it is suffering. So we have one simile, right? Chili is some worm inside the chili. So that means chili is a little spicy, hot, right? But worms, it grow up inside the chili. It didn't know. It didn't take care of. It didn't think about hot or spicy or anything. Similarly, we are used to with this kind of suffering. We don't think it is suffering anymore. This is a really miserable life. Anyway, that means whenever we have to be happy, we have to think how many suffering we have to encounter. This is also important. You know, the last one is the most important. Happiness followed by happiness. This is attainment. When you can attain jhana, it will bring happiness. You can feel peacefulness in your mind. After attainment, you will enter into jhana attainment frequently. You can feel happy again. Then when you can attain path and fruition knowledge, then you can feel happiness. Your mind will be totally free from defilements. It's more peaceful, more calmness. So when we attain this also happiness, so we can enter into fruition attainment frequently. Whenever we enter into fruition attainment, we can also feel happy again. Happiness followed by happiness. So the Buddha wish this kind of happiness for his students, his disciple. So we all are looking for happiness. We have different standard of happiness, different degree of happiness, different level of happiness. We also expect better happiness, stronger happiness. But we're going to find by following, by chasing. Sometimes we just try to follow happiness, happiness, happiness. Then it run away. We're very far. We just practice for our happiness. It will come to us. So we say, having many property is a happiness. But when it will be ends, it will be endless. We have a car, for example, then you're going to have 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars, 5 cars. It cannot satisfy our minds. Then another thing is, we also say using many properties. So in every property, if we use too much, side effects. Okay, practically now, telephone. Many people use telephone. Sometimes they are, using whole day, playing game, chatting. That will side effects. Right? That means it's enjoyable, but there's a side effect. We are free from debt. Okay, this is enjoyable, sure. But sometimes we don't have enough properties, for example. Right? We are not very healthy. Sure, we have to loan money or something. Anyway, the main thing is all the previous suffering, all the previous happiness. Ati Sukha, having properties, Bhoga Sukha, enjoying, and Ananya Sukha, free from debt. So when we remember, when we think about it, we may feel happy. It's not really happiness for whole life. Anavaja Sukha, blameless happiness. Sure, it can be for whole life. So that means we feel safe. We may have good reputations. Then also, we are no rubbish in the community. Sometimes when we do many bad things, we become rubbish in our community. We can be goals. We can be rubbish. It depends on how we choose. If we are following blamable actions, blamable speech, we become rubbish. If we are following blameless actions, blameless speech, then we may feel safe. We become gold in our community. So if we are rubbish, we will be thrown away by our community. If we are goals, we will be left by our community. 2 different things. So blameless happiness is just for moral. That we also can use concentration. Happiness followed by happiness until we achieve. Then also we can practice vipassana until we attain path and fruition knowledge. It will be happiness followed by happiness. So if we find pure happiness in daily life, in ordinary life, we cannot get. So we must make ourselves extraordinary, practicing, following the Buddha teaching, and also until we achieve something, then we can feel more happiness. more peacefulness. There will be more enjoyable things in our life. It's not material, it's come from our minds. So we have one saying, to make people happy, don't give what they want. Just try to remove their desire. That means their greeds. So to satisfy or to please our minds, sure, we need many properties. But if we can remove desire or greeds, we may feel more peaceful. Okay, so we may have different level of happiness, but we can find the best happiness by ourselves. Happiness is not given by our community, it's just come from ourselves. If we can find happiness in the community, sure, we can feel happy. It can be happiness followed by suffering or happiness followed by happiness. Right? So sometimes we also have to accept suffering followed by happiness. So the first one, suffering followed by suffering, nobody wish, right? So suffering followed by happiness, okay, we can do until we achieve something. When we achieve jhana or path and fusion knowledge, it will change to happiness followed by happiness. This kind of changes improvements. Sometimes some changes are not improving, just declining. Our ability become weaker and weaker. So that's why if we are looking for happiness followed by happiness, then we must use our ability properly. We must be moral. Not only that, we must be diligent. And we must be wise enough to improve. If we have all these conditions, we can feel happiness. Okay? This is the introduction to happiness. Okay, one more thing here. This is not Buddha teaching, traditional instructions. If you wish to feel, if you wish to have everlasting happiness, you must reject temporary happiness or short-time happiness. So many of happiness we are following are just temporary, like a dream. Similarly, if we were to be free from everlasting suffering, long-lasting suffering, we might accept temporary suffering. For example, when you're meditating, you may feel pain. If you change your body a lot, sure, you may feel discomfort. We have to accept because to have better happiness, stronger happiness. So, okay, if we summarize, we must be ready to give up short-term happiness to achieve long-time happiness. We must accept temporary suffering to overcome or to eradicate or to remove long-time suffering. So it will be suffering followed by happiness. Right? So if we say short-term happiness, that means happiness followed by suffering. So that means long-time happiness, okay, happiness followed by happiness. So if we can overcome or give up suffering followed by happiness, or happiness followed by suffering, then we may have happiness followed by happiness. Okay, in your practice, sometimes you may feel rapture, joy, tranquility. So our mind inclined to that kind of thing too much, then it will fade away. Right? So that means don't follow it. This is temporary happiness. There are many happiness better than that. So don't follow that kind of happiness too much. Just keep doing what you have to do. It will be better and better. When you take jhana, sure, happiness followed by happiness. So, okay. There are many types of happiness taught by the Buddha. But today I introduce some part of happiness taught by the Buddha. It can be worldly activities. For worldly happiness, it also can be supramental happiness. So as ordinary people, sure, you cannot avoid, or we cannot avoid temporary happiness. But as long as we don't spend our time with temporary happiness or short-term happiness, we are good enough. Okay? So for having better happiness or long-lasting happiness, we have to follow 3 trainings. At least when we are following 3 trainings, we may have blameless happiness. So when we can practice samatha very well, we also have another one, viveka sukha, seclusion happiness. That means the happiness produced by seclusion. When we can practice vipassana and attain path and future knowledge, vimukti sukha, freedom of happiness. That means we may be free from all the defilements, we will feel happy, more peaceful. May you all be able to practice the Buddha teaching, the 3 trainers, and may you all be able to realize the final cessation and not suffering. Okay?
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadaw, for your order today. We hope everyone will be able to follow your teachings today and achieve real happiness in our life. And thank you, our interpreter Bandes, for your interpretation. Now we shall proceed to seeking forgiveness from Sayadaw. Shall we now invite Bande Dhammadasi to come to the front? And Bande will lead us in seeking forgiveness from Sayadaw Aggañña and Sayadaw Kovida. Could everyone turn to the last page of your chanting book, page 31? Then followed by, I will lead everyone to seek forgiveness from Dhammadasi and Bande Pawara. Okay, just let me.
Okay, so just I will close my microphone, right? But just allow Bande Aggañña unmute the host, okay? Bande Aggañña should be unmute, right? He's on the spot, right? Okay.
Yes.
I will.
Okasa Vandami Bande Maya Katang Ponyang Samina Anumoditapang Samina Katang Ponyang Mayhan Tatapang Sadhu Sadhu Anumodami Okasa Dwaratayena Katang Sapang Achayang Kamatha Me Bande Sadhu Okasa Kamami Bande.
Sayadaw Kovida, Sayadaw, would you unmute your mic? We will.
Okay.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okasa Vandami Bande
Sadhu, sadhu, sukhi hodu, nibbana sampajaya hodu.
Maya Katang Ponyang Samina Anumoditapang
Sadhu, sadhu, anumodami.
Samina Katang Ponyang Mayhan Tatapang
Sadhu, anumoditapang.
Sadhu Sadhu Anumodami Okasa Dwaratayena Katang Sapang Achayang Kamatha Me Bande
Amami kamitapang.
Sadhu Okasa Kamami Bande.
Sukhi hodu. Sukhi hodu. Sukhi hodu.
So now we will seek forgiveness from Bande Dhammadasi. Okay, just wait. O Kasa Vandami Bande. Maya Katam Punyang Samina Anumoditabang. Samina Katam Punyang Mayan Tatabang. Sadhu Sadhu Anumodami. O Kasa Dwarateyena Katam Sabang Achayang Kamata Me Bande. Sadhu O Kasa Kamami Bande. Okay, now we will seek forgiveness from Bande Upawara Dhammika. O Kasa Vandami Bande. Maya Katam Punyang Samina Anumoditabang. Samina Katang Punyam Mayam Tatabang. Sadhu Sadhu Anumodami. O Kasa Dwarateyena Katam Sabang Achayang Kamata Me Bande. Sadhu O Kasa Kamami Bande. So dear Dhamma brothers and sisters, now we will proceed to do some offering to Sayadaw and Bande. Firstly, the organizing committee would like to offer some requisites to Sayadaw and Bande. So Sister Winsha and Sister Lin will bring the ropes forward so everybody can tap the shoulder. Okay, Sister Winsha and Lin. So everyone can come forward to tap on the shoulder. Yeah, just tap on the shoulder. Okay, brother, come. Oh, okay, just tap. Okay, are you all ready? Yeah. Nibbanasa pacayo hotu idame nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo imasmin cha arame adiwata newata anumoditwa imam punyang rakantu jina sasanang mama punya bagam sabha satanang bajemi te sabe me samang punya bagam labantu Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Bring to Pandey. Be careful of the camera, okay? Okay, y'all can stay put first, then we tap shoulder. Okay. Okay. Tap. Okay, tap. Okay. Tap, tap. Okay, 拉高一点呢。一旦 nhà thi năng ho sukita hontu nhà thayo ida me punyang nibbanasa pachayo hotu Buddha sasanang chiran titandu sadhu sadhu sadhu. Okay, sadhu sadhu. Okay, so now, Dhamma brothers and sisters, you all can do some offering if you would like to do. Yeah. 先他们先做先. Okay, be careful on the camera. Okay, you all can. If you all like to do some offering, you can come forward. Yeah. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Oh, Sally, please come forward, okay? Yeah, please come forward and do your offering. So, no problem for Sally. Because Sayadaw Kovida are not here, so we will do differently. Just Sayadaw and Sayadaw, we can do together. Sayadaw. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, 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 sadhu. Sadhu, 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 sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. At least. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, 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 everyone, for your offering. Sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Sayadaw, I would like to do a closing appreciation speech. Okay, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadaw. Okay, I'll try to say in English and in Chinese. OK， 我尽量讲2个语言。OK， 他说口味灯出去了。OK， just Sayadaw, Bande, Osialis, and everyone. Our retreat has come to an end today. So first of all, I would like to represent our retreat organizing committee to say a few words of appreciation to our teachers, Bandes, and everyone. 今天是我们的禅修营结营21天禅修营结营日，所以在这里呢，我要代表就是禅修营的主办组织团队来说几句感恩词。我尽量讲2个语言呢，我华语也不是很好。Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadaw Aggañña, for your kindness and compassion, for accepting our invitation to lead this retreat and guiding us in the daily meditation and interview, teaching everyone in the daily chanting and offering to the Buddha and all kusala, all wholesomes during the retreat. So without Sayadaw here and without Sayadaw Metta here, this retreat will not be possible to happen and be successful. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadaw. Thank you very much. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. 非常非常感恩上至尊者Sayadaw Aggañña他的Sayadaw的慈悲，他愿意接受我们的邀请来带领这个禅修营，然后每一天都给大家禅修指导，然后教导大家怎么做早课，然后怎么供佛，种种的善行Sayadaw都在引导着大家。所以如果没有Sayadaw在这里，没有Sayadaw的慈悲，其实这个禅修营是不可能成就的。所以我们应该是非常非常的感恩Sayadaw。Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadaw Kovida, for your kindness and compassion, for accepting our invitation to lead this retreat online. Even though Sayadaw is not able to come to America, Sayadaw is very determined to teach in this retreat, even online. And also giving us 21 days of valuable teachings on the Bhujanga Sutta. Sayadaw is actually teaching 2 retreats at the same time, in Nepal and also in America. And also Sayadaw has to give talk in Nepal nighttime during the retreat. And then early in the morning, like 4:30, Sayadaw has to wake up and give Dhamma talk to the USA retreat. Also, I know that Sayadaw is also giving talks and Bhujanga talks and interview to his disciple in Pa'al Molamit at the same time, regularly. So irregardless of the poor internet network in Nepal, and also Sayadaw has a very busy schedule, Sayadaw also tried his very best to guide all of us daily. So very, very sadhu to Sayadaw, and thank you very much for his great effort and compassion to all of us. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. 我们也很sadhu sadhu，很感恩Sayadaw Kovida他的慈悲，他接受我们的邀请，即使这一次他的签证不批准，他不能够来美国，但是Sayadaw他还是很坚定的，就是他愿意在这个禅修营以线上的方式给我们大家教导，而且给了我们21天的很珍贵的佛法的开示，那个觉知经。Sayadaw其实在同步，他在教导2个禅修营，一个是在尼泊尔，一个是在美国。所以每天Sayadaw他都在尼泊尔需要给晚上他就要给开示，然后美国这边大概凌晨4点半他就要起来给我们美国这边开示。而且据我了解Sayadaw同步在巴奥毛大棉他也在开示觉知经，还有在给他弟子们献上小餐。所以即使在尼泊尔网络非常的弱，还有Sayadaw也非常的忙碌，但是他也是 非常的努力，非常精进的，尽可能每一天都给我们禅修的指导，所以我们应该非常的感恩Sayadaw，萨度萨度萨度对我们的慈悲，萨度萨度萨度萨度。And also sadhu, 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 and thank you, Bodhi Monastery Abbot Guoqing Fa Shi, for allowing us to host our retreat here. Bodhi Monastery has very quiet and conducive environment for meditation. We really appreciate Abbot Guoqing Fa Shi, his effort in supporting us in many ways. Actually, you all may not know, like 2 months before the retreat starts, Abbot, he has already started to arrange all the repairs and preparing the facilities to ensure that we have a comfortable and convenient, smooth retreat. So he also support us a lot in for Sayadaw's visa application and our volunteers visa application. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Guoqing Fa Shi, for all your efforts and all your support to us. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. 我们也非常非常萨度萨度感恩国庆法师同静兰若的主持。其实大家不知道国庆法师答应我们在这里办禅修营。我们同静兰若这个地方呢是非常沉静、非常寂静、非常舒服非常适合禅修的地方。所以我们真的很感恩师父愿意让我们在这里禅修。还有呢，我们也要很感激法师，因为其实大家不知道，他在2个月前、2、3个月前，其实他就已经开始准备这个地方，就是把这里需要修理的东西，找人来把这里安排好，确保我们有一个舒适、顺利的禅修营。而且在我们申请Sayadaw的签证的过程中，法师也给我们很多的帮助，还有我们的厨师也是法师帮助我们的，所以我们要感恩师父，然后感恩师父支持我们，萨度萨度萨度。Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu, and thank you, Bante Udamadasi, our Chinese interpreter, Bante, for your kindness and compassion to accept our invitation to transit in Singapore and America retreats. Bante also, he has a very busy schedule. He has to support Pao Sayadaw and other teachers and Sangha duties at the same time. So he's very busy. Without Bante here helping all of us, this retreat cannot be possible. Especially during this duration, I was not well. So Bante actually, he took charge to organize many important work here so that everyone can learn and meditate peacefully. Also, the most importantly, without good interpreter, we also cannot understand the profound Dharma in our mother language. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bante, for all your great effort and compassion. Sadhu, 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 sadhu. 我们也sadhu sadhu，很谢谢剑法尊者，我们的中文翻译尊者，感恩您的慈悲，接受我们邀请来新加坡还有美国的禅修营。其实尊者他在禅林是非常忙的，因为他还要护持泡禅师，还有其他的禅师的翻译，还有很多法务要做。如果没有尊者在这里帮助我们的话，这个禅修营也是不可能发生的。因为尤其在这段时间我生病，其实尊者他照顾了很多，他安排了很多重要的工作，确保大家可以好好的学习，可以很平静的禅修。还有最重要就是，如果我们没有一位好的翻译，其实我们是没有办法很贴切的以我们的母语来学习这个很深奥的佛法，所以我们要非常非常感恩尊者的努力，尊者的慈悲，萨度萨度萨度。Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu, and thank you, Bante U Pawarat Dhammika, our Vietnamese interpreter Bante, for your kindness and compassion. Also to accept our invitation to transit for the USA retreat for the Vietnamese group. Bante is also very busy. He has very busy schedule. He has to support many Sayadaws, and also at the same time, he has to focus on his study in the Buddhist university. He has a very heavy timetable. Without Bante's helping all the Vietnamese here, this retreat cannot be possible for your community as well. So similarly, without a good interpreter, you are not able to understand the profound Dharma in your language. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhante, for your great effort and compassion to all of us. 同样的，我们也是很感恩我们的越南尊者、越南翻译尊者，愿意慈悲接受我们的邀请，来为我们的越南的同修们翻译。尊者呢，他也是很忙碌，他也是在护持着很多的Sayadaw的翻译，而且他本身在大学念书，他的时间是非常繁忙的但是尊者还是慈悲接受邀请，所以同样的，没有尊者帮忙，越南的禅修者他们是没有办法明白这个深奥的佛法，所以萨度萨度萨度尊者的慈悲。And then sadhu, 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 and thank you to Sister Yunsha, Sister Lin, and Brother Sharif, and Brother Umiet So for taking charge of all the retreat matters and taking care of our Sayadaw and Bhantes daily. They have actually given a lot of their time to make sure that the retreat run very smoothly daily. And also, they make sure that Sayadaw Bhantes needs are all well taken care of. So I feel very sorry for Sister Yunsha and Lin, because I'm not well, so they have to do many of my works, and also they have to take care of me as well during this time. And they have sacrificed a lot of their meditation time. So sadhu, sadhu, and thank you for all your kindness and compassion to me and everyone. Sadhu, 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 sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu, 非常感恩云霞师姐，还有Lin师姐，还有甘学智师兄，还有乌灭寿嘎比亚。因为在这一段时间禅修营的时候，都是他们在帮忙照顾很多禅修营的事情，而且把Sayadaw和Bhante照顾好每一天。他们牺牲了很多他们的禅修时间，来照顾这个禅修营，确保禅修营能够顺利的进行，而且照顾Sayadaw们、Bhante们的需要。我也感到就是很难过，因为云霞师姐还有Lin他们，因为我不舒服，所以我很多工作都是他们帮我做的，还有他们每天都要照顾我，所以他们牺牲了很多禅修的时间，所以我也非常感恩他们。sadhu, sadhu, 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 sadhu. And also sadhu, 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 our cook, Sister Jinglan, and also Sister Faye, and also Sister Faye, her volunteer support team for all your great effort to prepare healthy and good food for all of us daily. Jinglan come all the way from Taiwan to support us here as a volunteer. And Sister Faye, she is already 80 years old. And her team, her devoting team, I met them here 7 years ago. 7 years ago, we had 2 retreats here. So Sister Faye was the leader and she cooked, and her team also support us. But this time, even she's already 80, she come here every day, wake up at 3 o'clock to support in the kitchen. Everyone should know that kitchen work is very tiring. And some of the devotees, some of the volunteers, they have to drive like 3 hours, 5 hours to here to help in the kitchen. Even they are sick, they come. So every day they support us, prepare the food for us so that we can practice peacefully. So sadhu, sadhu for all your patience, kindness, and compassion. And Buddha said, offering food is offering health. We wish you to be well, healthy, peaceful, happy, and long life. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. 我们也要感恩我们的厨师金兰师姐，她是从台湾来这里支持大家的，还有我们的慧中师姐，还有她的团队。我在这里7年前我来这里办禅修营2次了。慧中师姐她已经80岁了，那时候她是厨师，这一次呢不是，但是她带着她的团队来这里护持大家。然后每一天他都要3点起来在厨房帮忙，当然厨师也是大家都很早起来，厨房是很忙的，他都来帮忙。还有一些法工，据我了解，他们都是要驾车3到5个小时来这里帮忙，有时他们生病他们也来，所以厨房的工作是非常忙非常累的。然后所以我们应该很感恩他们的耐心，感恩他们的慈悲。佛陀说供养食物就是供养健康，所以在此我们祝愿我们的厨房的团队，祝愿慧中师姐平安健康， 祥和、快乐、长寿。sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And sadhu, 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 and thank you all our team leaders. Many of you are my Dharma friends for more than 10 years. And thank you for helping to organize everyday duty routine and make sure everything is running smoothly and properly, and also make sure Sayadaw, Bante, and abots are all taken well care. So without all your help, this retreat is definitely not impossible. So sadhu, sadhu for all your kindness and compassion. 同样的，我们要感谢所有的团队的组长，大多数都是我大概超过10年的法友吧。谢谢你们每一天在这里安排每一天的工作法务，然后确保这个禅修营能够顺利的进行。也照顾好Sayadaw跟班弟们，把Sayadaw照顾得好好，和朱棣他们每一天他们都确保Sayadaw他们是照顾得好好，所以没有你们的帮忙，禅修营是不可能的。sadhu, sadhu, sadhu, 感恩你们。And sadhu, 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 all Dharma brothers and sisters for your participation, for your diligence in practicing the Dharma. We hope you had a good retreat, good learning during this retreat, and also accumulate a lot of parami for your liberation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. 感恩所有的佛法，我们叫什么法友法友们，感恩你们的参加，也感恩你们很精进的在学习佛法。希望你们有一个美好的禅修营，有学习到很多东西，然后在这个禅修营累积了很多波罗蜜，早日证悟涅槃。Last but not least, without many guardians' protection, many seen and unseen beings, and many supporting conditions, this retreat will not come to be. So all of us will not have this great opportunity to learn and progress in our practice, in our spiritual path. So 到最后呢，如果没有龙天护法，没有看得见看不见的众生，还有很多支持的因缘，这个禅修营是不可能成就的。所以我们也没有机会好好的在这里学习，来提升我们的法命。所以 OK， 然后最后呢 ，lastly, our organizing committee would like to seek forgiveness. During this retreat, if we have made any mistake to Sayadaw, to Bante, to Guoqing Fashi, to all Siale and any participant in thought, speech, and action, may you forgive us. May Sayadaw forgive us. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. 好，最后呢，我们禅修营的主办团队，我们也要在此忏悔。在这个禅修营，如果我们有对Sayadaw、对尊者、对国庆法师、对任何尼师或任何的学员们在身语意上冒犯了你们，请原谅我们，请Sayadaw原谅我们。Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Also, may we wish our teacher, the most venerable Paul Sayadaw-ji, Sayadaw Aggañña, Sayadaw Kovida, Bantes, Guoqing Fashi, and all Dharma brothers and sisters to be well, happy, peaceful, and happy and long life. May all your noble wishes be fulfilled always. May you attain to the final liberation soonest. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. 在此，我们祝愿我们的导师最尊敬的帕禅师，上智尊者、果维达尊者、戒法尊者，还有巴拉尊者、国庆法师，所有的这里的Siale，所有的法友们平安、快乐、祥和、健康、长寿，也愿你们的一切善愿都能够成就，愿你们早日证悟涅槃。Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sorry, Sarah, I have a long list because many people are helping us. We have to say a lot of thank you this time. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so now we shall proceed to invite Sayadaw to lead us in making aspiration and sharing of memories. So all Dharma brothers and sisters on site and online, please prepare your water bottle, your water. So when we recite, when Sayadaw lead us in the sharing of memories, please, you can do the water pouring. OK， 那现在呢，我们要恭请我们的僧团来带领我们发愿跟回向。那在这里的学员，还有在网上的学员们，你们可以准备好你们的清净的水，还有碗。那Sayadaw在念的时候，我们在发愿回向的时候，大家都可以开始倒水。 Oh, okay. Which one? The chanting book? Etawata. Okay.
Everyday chanting. Yeah, after Q&A. So, when you prepare, you prepare. In Singapore, Thai, Baliland. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, prepare your water and
Every day you recite the Venerable Kovida after the finish the Q&A that we have to recite together. Ittawada cha amehi sambadam punya sambadam sabbe dewa anumodantu sabba sampati sediya. Ittawada cha amehi sambadam punya sambadam sabbe buddha anumodantu sabba sampati sediya. Ittawada cha amehi Sambadam punya sambadam sabbe satta anumodantu sampati sediya. Idano nyatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idano nyatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idano nyatina hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Ima same vihare cha arame adivata cha devata anumoditva imam punya rakantu jina sazanam idame punya asawakayam wahang hotu idame punya nibbanasa pichayo hotu mama punya baga sabba satanam bhajimi te sabe me sama punya baga lavantu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sabbarogo vinimukto, sabba santa pavijito, sabba vira mate kanto, nebuto chatuam bhavam. Echitam patitam tumshang kipa miwa samejatu, sabbe purentu sinkapa chando panaraso yata, sabbitiyo vivajantu sokorogo vinasatu. Mate bhavantantaraya sukhi dika yuko bhava abhivadana silesa nicham uta pachayino chattaro dhamma vadanti ayuvano sukham balam.
sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Can we pay respect to Sayadaw?
Sukhi hotu, dika yuko hotu, nibbana pisayo hotu, sukhi hotu.
We request Sayadaw to give us the yogi 8 or 5 percent. Some of the Siali, they will disrobe now, so they will take 8 or 5 percent. So please, other Siali, they are all staying as a Siali. Okay, other Siali, they are still staying as a Siali. Oh, so they will take 5 or 8 percent. Okay, and also other yogis, Because you are taking 8, if you are going home, you want to take 5 precepts, then Sayadaw, we will invite Sayadaw to give everyone 5 precepts now. So Siali, you can take out this one. We need to please ask. If you disrupt today, yeah, please take out this. And then you can recite 8 or 5 precepts.
Only 5 precepts.
Anyone taking 8 precepts? Are you tomorrow? No problem. Sayadaw only want 8 precepts. The rest will be 5 precepts, Sayadaw. Sayadaw, tomorrow no more chanting.
Everybody ready? Are you ready?
Are you all ready? Okay.
Hambandi Tisarani Nasaha Panchasilam Dhammayachami Anughang Katawa Silandita Me Bandi Dutiyampi Hambandi Tisarani Nasaha Panchasilam Dhammayachami Anughang Katawa Silandita Me Bandi Tatiyampi Hambandi Tisarani Nasaha Panchasilam Dhammayachami Anughang Katwa Silandita Me Bandi Yamhavadami Dawarita Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Buddhan Saranam Gacchami Dhamman Saranam Gacchami Sangham Saranam Gacchami Dutiyampi Buddhan Saranam Gacchami Dutiyampi Dhamman Saranam Gacchami Dutiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Buddhan Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Dhamman Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami Tisarana Gamanam Paripunam Panati Pata Viramini Sekavarans Mariyami Adina Dana Viramini Sekavarans Mariyami Kami Sumichachara Viramini Sekavarans Mariyami Musawara Viramini Sekavarans Mariyami Suramiraya Majapamaratana Viramini Sekavarans Mariyami Irami Punyam Asoakia Wahang Hodu Irami Silang Nigbanasa Pechio Hodu Tisarani Nasaha Pancha Silandama Sadhu Gangatwa Apamadina Samparita. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Sayadaw, and everyone for your time and participation. Okay, tomorrow the breakfast will start earlier. Sayadaw, tomorrow breakfast will be 6 to 7. And then 7:15, Sayadaw will depart from here. So after breakfast, you may send Sayadaw off near Sayadaw's kuti. Okay, and after that, you all have to do the pack up and you will leave before lunchtime, right? All the yogis. Yeah.
After visiting, we will come back here.
Yes, Sayadaw. Yeah, around like 4 o'clock. Yes, Sayadaw. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. 8 precept? You 10 and 8. You want to take now? Tomorrow, ah? Oh, Sayadaw?
Yeah, you can take, no problem.
Okay. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Sayadaw.
Abandi Tisaranina Saha Atinga Samanakatam Uposatha Silam Tamaya Chami Anughang Katwa Silandi Tami Bandi Dudiyambi Hambandi